Hello everybody and welcome to another MXers HV Legends video. And today guys, we're going to be showcasing the Unadilla, whatever you want to call it, track today, because that is where the next Pro Motocross race is going to be. Because obviously they get a week break. Washougal was just raced. I guess that was kind of a week ago, but they get this weekend off. And then they're back. So they're coming here to Unadilla. This is the track in the game. There's probably going to be a few changes from this to real life. Yeah, Washougal was not that close to real life. There was a lot of changes with the Washougal track that I found anyway. But I guess we'll see. Yeah, beautiful track. And I don't know who's going to win, man. I think this track is going to set up for Tomac. That's just me. You know, Tomac has more experience on all these tracks. I think at Washougal, I think we saw Tomac struggle with the bike a little bit, because I think Washougal's a tough place to really get right with the bike. I think a lot of guys were struggling, and that's why I think Tomac and Sexton were so far ahead. Is people just couldn't get quite there with the bike. You know, a guy like Dungey, right? Dungey was dialed with his bike, and because, you know, obviously it's a place he's been before. He's, you know, raced with KTM for like a decade, so, you know, and he was the, you know, third fastest guy on the track consistently. So, I mean, I think it's just about the bike, and I think we're gonna see Tomac sweep Sexton. I really do. I'd like to see them battle, and I know they will, but I think Tomac is going to pull away here. I think he knows that if he can do well in this race, then I think, you know, championship's locked at that point. Then all he's got to do is just get his second places, which is very easy for him to do. So even if Tomac does trade with Sexton, you know, goes 1-2 these next 4 races, he's still going to win the title. So Sexton needs to know that he cannot lose another race. He can't afford to, unless we see Tomac go down or whatever. Then obviously, you know, he has room to make some errors, but he needs to beat Tomac every single race these next 4 races. He has to do that. Again, unless there's a mistake by Tomac, but there never is. So yeah, he needs to win, and I just don't see him doing that. I just don't. And put it down in the comments who you guys think is gonna win. I don't know. It's been a very fun season to watch those two guys go at it, but I think Tomac knows what he needs to do. You know, I think it's not as close as people think it is. And yeah, Washougal was interesting. Honestly, it really was interesting. But that's a Sexton track. Sexton won last year there, so I mean, he just repeated. I mean, the dude's fast Washougal. What can you say? And I think Tomac knew that he, you know, didn't need to do anything crazy and go out there, win a moto, and, you know, just lose 1 point. You know, he can afford to do that at these next 4 races as well, and still win the title. So Sexton's in a bad spot right now. He needs to hope that Tomac can make a mistake, or he just needs to sweep the series, which is going to be very tough. So, oh my God, I was off the track there. Very interesting things. Also want to talk about the donation selection. Barcia dropped out of it, which is great, because Barcia is not that great of a rider of late, and the last thing you should be focusing on is donations. What you should be focusing on is having a ride, because dude has not been doing well, and it's very unlike Barcia. So hopefully he can figure things out over at Gas. I mean, I know he's been loving it there, so man, it sucked to see him leave, or, you know, just retire all out. So I don't know, we'll see. I think Craig will represent. I think it's between him and Justin Cooper, I'm pretty sure. And, you know, obviously Craig's a much faster rider than Justin Cooper, I think. And yeah, I mean, he ripped on the 250 in Supercross. He ripped on it, you know, last year as well. So I think we get Christian Craig, and obviously the 450 team is going to be Tomac and Sexton. Who do you guys think is going to win the donations? I don't think anyone can really compete with this American team, but I might be wrong. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But I guess we'll see. It's going to be interesting. The Australian team, I think, Australian team's going to be tough. It's going to be really interesting watching them. I think Hunter and Jet are going to both be on 450s, if I'm not mistaken, which is going to be cool as heck to watch. I think my dad's actually going to the donations, which is super sick. I wish I could go, but I'll be at school, so it's unfortunate. But yeah, definitely cool to look forward to that, and to see the top guys, you know, able to ride it is also amazing. So yeah, super excited for Unadilla. This is the, you know, most pivotal race of the season so far. It's not even close. And same goes for the 250 class as well. I think Jet, you know, has this locked, but again, we don't know, man. Jet sometimes finds a way to make mistakes, but I think he's kind of grown out of that now, and yeah. So those are just my thoughts. This is the track. It's probably going to look fairly similar. Maybe a few rhythms are different, or you saw Washougal. Washougal's a little bit different, but I guess we'll see. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you want to say something. I respond to every single comment, so leave a comment, say what's up. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.